Why did everybody reach out to her and not us? I don't know if I should be jealous or be happy.
You are. I think you're both, Mike. You're jealously happy. You're jealously happy for our student success.
Another post where I'm sharing the realization of the things that I've done.
Reality.
The reality, yeah. I'm showing my real life when I'm just broke. Mike jealous. Joe. Mike's jealous. No, I mean, I just shared where I used to live and how now my mom and dad painted my room. And that's where I lived for a while after I was broke.
Yeah. So I know you guys cannot probably see the screen as well as it should be, but here Mike just shares here his story, right? Like, hey, I lost everything, and when I went back to my room, I had to sleep in that bed with the with the sailor thingy in there. So
Stern.
yep, there you go. That's the name. But that's the point. Is you share your personal story, right?
Share your ups and your downs.
Yep, exactly. And it's ironic. I remember when we shared that
I was
story
just about to.
about the hotel that,
Yes.
that the first time that Mike tried to break into hotels, he lost $400,000. And I was like, then we got like people like
Was that
Rodrigo. Rodrigo
Was that
reached out
a,
to
was
you.
that was that our biggest? Was that bigger? Because the OKC had 55 impressions. How much did?
Oh, that one I don't remember. It did not become viral, but we got like several investors.
Yeah.
And it's like on that day that we posted it, we have several investors, and the total amount that they can invest like over $3 million.
Hey there, I hope you're enjoying this video. If you want to learn more about real estate investing, check out my free live podcast I do every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. All you have to do is text the word podcast to 206-803-8068. Hope to see you there.
And the reason why we got that kind of interest because we shared that we were real.
Right.
We shared that things happen.
Exactly.
And I'm not afraid to hide it. So if you got somebody that's about to share their failures and their successes,
Yeah. People
they're attracted to that.
are attracted. Like, what's the reason why reality
As we say,
TV
real recognize real.
yeah, like why reality TV is so popular, right? Because people wanna see that you're not just bullshitting them with all of your successes, but it's like I'm sharing you both my ups and my downs, both my wins and losses. But what am I learning from those losses, right?
Yes.
Then people benefit from that, and people like to follow you, and even investors, like they seek you out because, hey, Mike, you're for real. You've lost money before. I know I can trust you because you're willing to share this out in the open, and you've learned on your dime, or so therefore I want to work with you.
Absolutely. That's one of the big things is just being transparent. Here, George, I mean, he wasn't even a mastermind student. He just
He's just a
one of the
student,
basic
like
course.
the big deal hacking course.
And
Yep.
and he just posted it, and multiple investors, bankers, debt equity people reached out to him.
Yeah, from Facebook.
Twitter, which I share over and over again. I'm not good at that.
We're getting better, Mike.
Oh, we are getting
Yeah,
better?
we have a post that like got like thousands of
No way.
thousands
On Twitter?
on Twitter.
What the hell
Just
y'all
one
say?
post.
What you lie about?
Well, it's a series of posts about how you went from a duplex to acquiring over 3,000
okay.
apartment units. Over the years, and that became kind of like it blew up on Twitter. But I wish we have more posts like that. But anyway,
Yep. But Madeline, she raised $100,000, and that was only because that's all she asked for.
exactly. Yep.
I mean, here's another one. I think was this COVID? This was actually during COVID.
Yeah, during COVID. Yep.
Just took a picture of me. I was like, man, this is me, because I was planning on going to Cuba, and COVID knocked that out. I was going to take a cruise there. I was like, you know what? Let me just dress up, and all I was missing was a cigar.
Yeah.
But this just showed, like, as we're saying, I inspire people because I'm still thinking about even in the downtime, still thinking about traveling and
Right.
enjoying life. It was fun. I was looking good, so I'm cool. I'm not boring. I'm confident. I was real. I mean, we just shared all these different things.
Yep. So that's the new model, guy. You know that we wanted to share with you. We just share it with you because of the time that the four E's: educational posts. You educate, you encourage, you engage, and you entertain.
Yes.
And when you have those four different types of posts, you do it consistently. Then more and more people will want to connect with you, and eventually they want to connect with you over the phone, and that's when you sell them your deal, right?
And that's everything. I'm glad you said that. Be consistent.
Right.
Share a post. If you don't do it but one day a week, on YouTube, some people only post once a week at a certain time. That's it. Once a week, certain time. And then they may take their video and chop it up a little bit. But for the most part, they post every day on a certain day at a certain time. Just do that.
Yep.
Don't worry about trying to do Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Find one
Right.
platform
Find one.
and go for it.
Yep.
And then grow from there.
Yeah, exactly. Now the other two parts of the new model, right, is having the right network where you can find accredited investors, and your website has to make you an attractive persona. Not necessarily you fake it till you make it, but like it highlights what you're good at, right? So because will you invest $1 million? Like ask yourself, if will a private investor invest $1 million with me if I don't even have a website, or my website looks like crap? Okay, so you need to work on those things too. But the four E's are very, very crucial so that you get people to follow you, connect with you, and eventually invest with you. So
Yeah, so if you want to learn more about raising capital, you need to join the Big Deal Maker Mastermind. Unfortunately, we just had the OPM, which is a good
OPM
thing.
intensive.
You could have learned a lot of great things on how to accelerate your career and investing by raising capital. But,
Right.
I mean, we also have the Big Deal Maker Mastermind that you can join where we do actually in person. We do, 3 a year?
yeah, the OPM intensive is part of the Big Deal Maker Mastermind. Yep.
So
one of
we
the
do
events.
the OPM intensive. We do
The Big Deal workshop.
Big Deal workshop. Then we go into the Burr.
The per like networking event
yes.
just for our mastermind members. So, and then in our Big Deal Maker Mastermind, you get four things. You get the knowledge on how to raise private capital, not just in social media, right, Mike? Like Mike shared, how do you get family offices, like institutional capital? How do you do that? We also teach you that. We also teach you how to do that too. You get coaching from experienced apartment and hotel syndicators like Mike, John Casmon, Tim Vest, Keisha Kennedy, Devon Reeves. You get the network, okay? Because 50% of our mastermind members are accredited investors. Do you realize that, Mike? 50%
Oh my gosh.
of our members are accredited investors. So for those of you who don't know what that means, these are people who make $200,000 to $300,000 per year, and or their net worth, excluding the equity in their personal home, the net worth is $1 million or more, right? So these are people who can fund your deals, and they're right there in our mastermind. And then you get resources, like we have a $5 million fund now,
Yes.
right, Mike? So that fund invests in our mastermind members' deals, the coaches' deals, and other deals that Mike, Tim, and John decide that, hey, it makes sense to invest in that deal. So with this, you can focus on what you're good at, right?
Yes.
Like some of our mastermind members, they just want to focus on acquisition,
Yes.
and then other mastermind members, they just want to focus on raising money.
That's right.
And we just match the two.
Some
And
just wanna-
partnership opportunities are born, right?